Welcome to Cache Rendezvous. I'm Romina Nadakovich.
And I'm Kelsey Keller. We've got some great stuff lined up to help you get in the Christmas spirit. But first, you may have heard the news yesterday. USU junior forward Danny Berger collapsed during the team's practice.
Brianna Bodley joins us live in studio with more on his condition.
You know what, Danny is only 22 years old as an athlete. He's in great condition and his friends say he's very healthy. So what happened last night came as a shock to everyone.
Just kind of get that sick feeling in your stomach, just hoping that everything's all right and that he's doing good.
Students are still reeling after basketball player Danny Berger collapsed last night on the court.
It's really weird for him just to go down without any warning like that.
I was completely shocked.
USU officials say he wasn't breathing and medical units had to use a defibrillator to revive him. News of his collapse quickly spread from student to student.
Danny collapsed during practice. His heart stopped beating.
And rapidly through social media.
Hashtags have gone everywhere. Pray for Danny. Facebook has just blown up with support for him, showing him that Aggies all around the state, especially in Logan here on campus, are definitely out there trying to support him and showing him that we're all right there behind him.
It spreads like wildfire, and I mean, you can go around, it seems anywhere on this campus right now, and people are going to say, hey, did you hear about Danny? What's the latest you've heard?
USU officials say Berger was flown to Murray, where he is now in critical but stable condition. Kalen said this couldn't have happened to a more committed team member.
He plays hard, gives it everything he's got. He's been one of the most hardworking players on the team.
Now students are hoping to find a silver lining to this misfortune.
Things like this, they bring a team together, and they sometimes make them stronger.
It has an effect on a community like this.
The family held a press conference where they told everyone that although he is still a little bit unsure with his recovery, they are hopeful and that he's showing positive signs.
Wow, yeah, I just can't believe that happened.
I'm really hoping he pulls through.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's nothing too serious.
Well, and where they still don't know how it happened, I'm concerned about the other players as well, what might be happening maybe even on the basketball court.
Right.
We've got a great show for you today, filled with Christmas goodies, winter safety tips, and we'll show you how some countries celebrate Christmas.
It's the season of giving, and Cache Valley is already getting into the Christmas spirit.
Katrina Warburton shows you how students are helping families in need by decorating Christmas trees.
Students are breaking into ornaments of all kinds to decorate trees, not only to get a break from studying, but to help the community for Logan's annual Festival of Trees.
The Festival of Trees is one of the longest running traditions at Utah State. We bought all the trees for this activity and invite the students to come and decorate them in whatever organization they're part of.
I have 46 different organizations and clubs that are here. Anything from the athletics that are here, all 12 athletic teams, to Savvy, which is the anti-violence and sexual abuse awareness.
These ornaments have either been purchased or handcrafted by organizations that are supporting the Festival of Trees.
We chose outdoor accessories like hats and scarves, and we put flashlights and first aids and hot hands on a tree. We decided to put these things on the tree because they're both practical and they represent our college really well.
Anyone can take a look at the decorated trees on the second floor of the TSC this week. Then at the end of the week, the trees will be donated to the Bear River Head Start program.
That takes care of children whose families can't afford them to send them to preschool and kindergarten and things like that. We donate all of the trees to them, decorated as is, so we'll just wrap them up and then take them to them, and so then they will place them in families in need.
It's being donated to a great cause. Like, we just want to be able to help families in the community, as well as just getting involved with campus events.
Katrina Warburton, Cache Rendezvous.
If you would like to take a look at the trees, they're on the second floor of the TSC this week. USU Dining Services is helping 3 families in need by sponsoring the annual Sub for Santa auction. You can bid on items such as paintings, USU gear, Twinkies, Zingers, and Ho-Hos, the Battleship game, warm handmade winter hats, fuzzy gloves, soft blankets, the Coca-Cola bear, and a basketball game setup.
We have minimum bids on a lot of the stuff. Just put in the minimum bids, or if somebody's bids, you can outbid them. just what you want to pay and what you want to donate, and all the proceeds go towards the Sub for Santa program.
If we get more money than what's expected, we also try to do things of what we feel like that we can also get, and then we just do that.
Takes place at the Hub and ends December 7th. What holiday season isn't complete without the giving of delicious holiday treats?
That's right. Kelton Wells has a delicious treat for you today that you can share with your friends. Or maybe not. Check out this week's Aggie Kitchen.
Hey guys, welcome to an all-new segment of Aggie Kitchen here on Cache Rendezvous. I'm your host, Kelton Wells. The holidays are a great time for getting together with family and friends, and in my family, no party is complete without lots of food, treats, and snacks. So today I've got a super easy recipe for you that's the perfect blend of sweet and salty. They're called Nutty Crunchy Bars, and they're the perfect Christmas finger food. To get started today, you'll need one heavy-duty, medium-sized saucepan, a non-melting rubber spatula or wooden spoon. You'll need one sleeve of club crackers, a half cup of white sugar, 1 cup of slivered almonds, a 1/4 cup of butter, a 1/4 cup of margarine, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 2 teaspoons of water, and 1 teaspoon of Caro syrup. You'll also need a 15 by 10 by 1 cookie sheet and parchment paper or aluminum foil to line the pan with. Next, you want to make a layer with your crackers on the parchment paper. Next, you're going to make an easy caramel layer for the bars.
Add the sugar to the saucepan. Allow to warm over medium heat for 15 seconds. Add water, butter, margarine, syrup, and mix well. Cook for 3 minutes, stirring constantly. At the end of 3 minutes, add the vanilla and mix well. Next, pour the sauce over the crackers and spread in an even layer. Now sprinkle with nuts and bake in a 350-degree oven for 8 to 9 minutes. When finished baking, place the bars on a wire rack to cool. When the bars are cool, break into individual pieces.
They're great to set out at a party or to take to friends as a gift. That's all for today, so until next time, keep on cooking, Aggies.
That looked great. I'm not gonna lie, one of my favorite parts of the holidays are probably all the treats. But anyways, we've had plenty of rain lately, but will we ever get any snow? Kelton Wells will have your 5-day forecast right after this break.
Welcome to your Cache Rendezvous weather. I'm Kelton Wells. I'm outside right now, and as you can see, it's kind of a dismal day. There's been lots of rain today and kind of cooler temperatures, but unfortunately, it's not been cool enough to get us some snow, and I'm pretty bummed about that. But this moisture is coming from a system developing over the Pacific Ocean, and it is coming because of a river of atmospheric moisture moving our way from the Pacific. The dark blue areas you see in this graphic show the high moisture concentrations, and this weather pattern is also contributing to our higher than average temperatures because of the air it is bringing from the Pacific region. In your 5-day forecast, tonight we have a 50% chance of rain. It's going to be cloudy with a low around 33. Calm winds growing to about 5 miles per hour after midnight tonight. Tomorrow we have a 40% chance of rain and mostly cloudy with a high near 46. Thursday night we still have a chance of rain before 11 p.m. But after that, we have a chance of rain and snow with a low around 28. The chance of precipitation is 40%, but there is little chance that the snow will stick. On Friday, we have a 20% chance of mixed rain and snow showers with a high of around 39. As Friday night progresses, the chance of snow increases to about 30% with snow accumulation possible. On Saturday, we have a 40% chance of snow with a high of around 33 and a low near 14, and 1 to 2 inches of snow possible. I've got my fingers crossed. And then on Sunday, we have only a slight chance of precipitation with a high around 31 and a low near 13. Now, while we don't have much snow here in the valleys, we do have some snow coming in the mountain areas. So coming up on Cache Rendezvous, we're going to give you some tips for you to keep safe on the slopes this winter season. Stay tuned.
Winter break is just around the corner, and you may be looking forward to skiing or snowboarding. Caesar Abbott shows you how you can stay safe when you hit the slopes.
Now that winter break is just a week away, the time to hit the slopes is also getting closer. And although some ski resorts have already opened in Utah, the closest one to Logan, Beaver Mountain, does not have a set open date yet. But with all this excitement on skiing and snowboarding comes safety. Now, how can you make sure you're performing the sport with safety? First comes preparation. Make sure you're using all required equipment such as helmet and goggles, and wear several layers to accommodate your body's constantly changing temperature. Also, take a lesson. They could be a little expensive, but you'll improve the most when you receive some guidance from a qualified instructor. Drink plenty of water. Be careful not to become dehydrated. If you find yourself on a slope that exceeds your ability level, always leave your skis on and sidestep down the slope. And to ensure your safety and the safety of others, the National Ski Areas Association has compiled a set of rules that every skier and snowboarder should follow. These are: always stay in control. If you're feeling tired, you should stop. People ahead of you have the right of way. Stop in a safe place for you and others. Do not stop in the middle of the slope. Whenever starting downhill or merging, look uphill and yield. Use devices to help prevent runaway equipment. Observe signs and warnings and keep off closed trails. Know how to use the lifts safely. And more important, have fun safely. Cesar Abbott, Cache Rendezvous.
To get more tips on how to stay safe, visit nsaa.org. We have snow in the mountains, and hopefully we'll have some here in the valley this coming weekend. And with snow comes bad weather conditions. Ryan Humphreys has some tips on how to stay safe this winter and keep your car running its best.
Regular engine maintenance is one of the best ways to prevent your car from breaking down in the wintertime. From the engine oil to the windshield wiper fluid to coolant, these are the three main things you want to check for when you're doing regular maintenance. Checking your engine oil is actually really simple. Pull out the dipstick, wipe it off, put it back in. This will give you a more accurate reading. You're going to look at these dots here to see how much oil you have. If you need to add any oil, you can do so underneath this cap. Washer fluid is one of the most simple and easy things to do, yet it's one of the most often overlooked. It's really easy to do. Look for the reservoir labeled washer fluid only, pop the top, and fill it up.
A lot of people don't realize, and they think the front of the car is where it's most important to keep traction, which it is important to keep traction. The most important to keep traction is in the rear.
It's always a good idea to make sure you keep an eye on the tread of your tires as well as the air pressure. This will ensure that you get the best performance out of your tires.
A big thing actually is alignment. A lot of people don't realize that, but you want as much contact with the road as you can with your tires, and alignment does have a lot to do with that.
If worst comes to worst, you do want to be prepared. Have a blanket, a first aid kit, and a pair of jumper cables in your trunk at all times if you ever need them or you ever get stranded on the side of the road.
Always have blankets, warm clothes. Even if you think you're just driving down the road, it's always smart to at least have a coat in the car, because you never know if you have to walk.
To check current road conditions, dial 511 or visit commuterlink.utah.gov.
Peter Jackson's first installment in the Hobbit trilogy comes out in less than 2 weeks. And even if you don't like or care about The Hobbit, there may be something for you to be excited about. Emily Landine is with us live. Emily, what are you wearing?
Hey guys, well this is my Hobbit dress. I made this over Thanksgiving break. And whether you're a Lord of the Rings fan like me or not, Peter Jackson says that he's changing the way we watch movies.
Yours is precious, then we eat it.
All your favorite characters are back, along with some new faces. But the way you'll see all of this is unlike ever before.
In the movie, this film is really breaking new grounds in many ways as far as the technology of the filming goes.
Starting with the frame rate. Most movies up till now were filmed at 30 frames per second, but The Hobbit was filmed at 48.
It's like the back of the cinema has had a hole cut out of it where the screen is, and you're actually looking into the real world.
The 3D is different too. When filming in 3D, you need 2 cameras, one for each eye. But most 3D cameras are too big to match the distance between the human eyes. The Hobbit has a solution.
One's left eye, one's the right eye. One shoots through a mirror, the other one bounces off a mirror, and so the 2 images are perfectly overlaid.
And they're filming 3D live, so they can control how much 3D is happening and when.
We're watching the movie in 3D as we make it.
That looks so good.
While the 3 films are being released in increments, filming is complete, and like Lord of the Rings films, they are long. The Hobbit trilogy was digitally recorded, but if it were shot on film like this, they would have used close to 23 million feet of film. This footage is from all over New Zealand, from rivers to mountains to the places where it all began. Because it wouldn't be the same without our favorite elves and wizards.
I still can't quite get over being on set with Ian as Gandalf and then, you know, Kate Blanchett with Galadriel and Hugo with Elrond, and you just feel like you step back into a movie again.
All right, and The Hobbit will come out December 14th. I will at least be there in my Hobbit dress, all ready to go at midnight. And it'll be really cool just to see all this new stuff they're doing and to kind of really get that experience. So I'll be there, and I hope you guys will too. Let's go back to you guys.
Thanks, Emily. I loved the book, so I'm excited to see what it'll be like as a movie. Are you planning on going?
No, I need to watch the Lord of the Rings movies first.
Oh, there you
before I
go.
get into The Hobbit. So I know I'm a little lame right now.
Lord of the Rings marathon. Here
Yeah,
we come.
exactly.
So Romina, what is your favorite Christmas song?
Oh goodness, there are so many. But if I had to pick right now, I would probably say, what was that? Oh my gosh, not Jingle Bells. I'll Be Home for Christmas.
Oh, that one's a classic. Good choice.
Yeah.
And at Pickleville Playhouse's musical, I Believe in Christmas, you can hear all kinds of festive songs, some of which you won't catch anywhere else. For the month of December, a bunch of elves are taking over the stage at the Eccles Conference Center to spread some Christmas spirit through song, dance, and hip-hop. The musical I Believe in Christmas keeps many audience members coming back for more laughs.
This is our 4th year coming, and we just get such a kick out of it. We just keep wanting to come back.
Perhaps people keep coming back because this is a one-of-a-kind original written by Cache Valley resident TJ Davis, who also plays the parts of Brandon and Buster the Elf. TJ never thought his career would be on stage, but once he started writing shows, the seats started filling up.
There's no feeling like that, to sit down and have ideas and feel like they're not coming from you, but they're coming through you.
And a few of the actors also take the part of college students when they aren't performing.
We've been rehearsing mostly on the weekends because a bunch of us are still in school. So we're trying to juggle school life and then rehearsals as well.
After the show, it's basically get all the stuff packed up real quick and then head back home to study.
But despite the hard work, the cast says the payoff is definitely worth it.
The other night there was a couple of kids that before they even sat down they recognized me and they shouted Gizmo, and that just warms your heart. It's a lot of fun.
The musical runs through the 15th of December at the Eccles Conference Center here on campus. When we come back, we'll show you some holiday traditions from around the world.
And buying someone 12 days of Christmas gifts can be pretty pricey. We'll tell how much you'd actually spend.
When you think of Christmas, you might think lights, caroling, and of course, a Christmas tree.
But Lauren Brewer shows you that not everyone celebrates Christmas the same way.
Merry Christmas.
Christos Rodi.
Milad Majid. For most of us, the big day is December 25th, but not all of us celebrate Christmas in the same way or even on the same day.
A holiday season starts from the New Year's Eve. So it's December 31st, January 1st, that's the New Year. And then we have the Armenian Christmas on the January 6th.
The phrase we use in Macedonia to congratulate Christmas is Christos Rodi, which basically means Christ is born. We don't actually use the phrase Merry Christmas as in the Christmas of it, but as in we congratulate each other like the birth of Christ.
In here, like people eat turkey as traditional, but in Japan, like we eat chicken pretty much. So like the KFC is a pretty big thing in Japan. My house don't eat the KFC. A lot of people eat the KFC for Christmas.
There are some countries that have traditions that are very similar to ours, such as putting up a Christmas tree. They just aren't countries that we would expect, like Lebanon.
I was raised as a Muslim, but we still learn about Christmas. We celebrate it with them, A lot of Muslims as well, they put trees. The whole city will be full of lights and full of Christmas trees as well.
Lauren Brewer, Cache Rendezvous.
Keeping with the international theme, the Global Affairs Committee brought holiday culture to campus yesterday with their program, Holidays Around the World.
It doesn't make you any weaker as a person. It doesn't mean you're going to...
Global and local students gathered around the top floor of the business building to listen to Professor Cannon talk about different cultures and holidays around the world. With some live entertainment, students snacked on free food and socialized with each other to build connections around the world.
This event is to help students who are from abroad network with students who are here and to enhance their experience here at Utah State, especially in the Huntsman School of Business, and then also to network with alumni who may be going abroad back to their home countries in order to build the base of the Huntsman School of Business abroad.
So Romina, are you ready for finals?
I actually am. I only have one final.
Oh, lucky you. So while you only have one final, some other students are stressed to the max with their upcoming finals. Others might take things less seriously though.
Our Steve Kratz shows you a group that likes to use the bumps in life to catch some air.
Today we're just riding our bikes, trying to hit the jumps, trying to get as much riding time as we can before snow falls and winter sets in.
It's almost finals week, and so it's a stress reliever, I guess.
Some of the kids here I've only ridden with once. Others I've ridden with a bunch. Some I've ridden with since I was in high school, so it's just a slowly growing group of friends. The adrenaline rush, the sense of accomplishment when you hit a jump that's bigger than you have before, or you clear a rock section that was intimidating to you, or keep up with or outperform your buddies, you know, just kind of fills me with this sense of accomplishment and drive to keep on going.
My mind goes blank, I guess, and I just think about just doing the jumps good, and I don't really have much going through my head besides making it smooth.
There's a lot of timing. You're springing off the top of the lip just to get more air time, and it also helps you control the bike in the air. And for me, it helps me do tricks.
It's kind of an addiction of sorts. If I could, I'd be doing this all day, every day. But you got to pay for the bills, you got to pay for the bike somehow, and there's relationships with other people who don't bike that you got to keep up, and those are all important things too. But it's just a huge part of my life.
The style of biking you just saw is called free riding, which focuses on tricks and styles without a set course.
You've probably all heard the Christmas song that goes like this. On the first day of Christmas, my true love, blah, 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 blah. But have you ever thought about how much money all that stuff would actually cost to give somebody? We've gone ahead and broken down the costs for you. At the end of 12 days, you would have gifted 22 turtle doves, 30 French hens, and 42 geese, among others. That's almost 200 total birds. You'd also spend 40 maids of milking, 36 ladies dancing, and 30 lords a leaping. That's over 140 staff members, including the pipers piping and the drummers drumming, and the price tag, just under $108,000. That's $68,000 more than the average American family takes home in a year. I think I'd rather my husband just buy me a new Lexus or something.
Well, I would say my boyfriend should buy me a pink diamond ring.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Well, thanks for watching our special Christmas edition of Cache Rendezvous.
Good luck on your finals and have a great winter break.